Okay, I've just done a load more tweaking with my game with my sound settings and whatnot, and I think I've finally got it all right. So now we're going to do part 2 of my Treasure Island Dizzy playthrough. So without further ado, we'll load it up, and here we are. Hopefully my sound settings are still right after loading that save, yes. So now I'll drop this snorkel first, and the Bible. Yes, I think the Bible is needed for the bridge. I'm not quite sure, though, but I'll take the sword as well. And I think my voice is definitely gonna carry over because it did with my with my task just then. And hopefully this is definitely recording. So yeah, I'll try the Bible on the bridge first because it seems familiar. No, I guess not. Okay, I'll drop all this stuff again because it's important to have it in the right order in your inventory so that you don't drop the wrong thing at the wrong time, and then suddenly you could end up dead from it. Although I don't know why I'm playing that cautiously, considering that I'm intending to throw down regular saves and whatnot. So I'll try the sword first and the Bible second. Of course, if the sharp glass sword isn't what cuts through this bridge, then I'll have to try another puzzle elsewhere. No, I guess not. Yeah, it's funny because you could imagine a sharp glass sword cutting through a bridge like that, couldn't you? Unless I do it somewhere else on the bridge, maybe, like towards the edges or something. No, I guess it's a totally different item that I need. So, let me just check to see that it's definitely recording. Yeah. Yeah, it is, thank God. Yeah. So, yeah, thank God, yeah. So, I'd best get all my items on this screen and take this useless one to another screen. If I remember correctly, I left some other items higher up as well, higher up the treehouse, and seems familiar. I might have forgotten to pick up a few coins that were high up in the treehouse as well. Say like that one there. So we need to jump up here and collect that coin. And hopefully there's no concealed cages or anything that I've forgotten about up here either. Seems familiar that I can't walk off this ledge where this house is. But anyway, that's a good thing that we've got our coins up to 21 now. So I need to venture further up the treehouse and see if there's any items I've left lying around rather carelessly. But then again, considering I haven't played this game in a while, and I've forgotten lots about it, of course. I'm gonna leave various items scattered around in places where I found them because I don't really have much of a plan for my playthrough, so to speak. Oh, and by the way, one thing One thing I keep forgetting to do when I play these games and these videos is tell you to go to the channel of one of my close YouTube friends. His name is NoGamerYouKnow. Yeah, so you need to go to his channel. He looks a bit like Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat in his hoodie with his mouth covered up, making him look like a ninja and whatnot, but don't worry, he won't kill you, and he won't freeze you to death either. So, yes, go to his channel and you'll find some great gaming playthroughs, and also some highly constructive criticism of things which are important to our day-to-day existence, such as policing and government mistakes and that kind of thing. He also discusses thought-provoking matters on things such as the flat earth theory and that kind of thing, and whether flat earth is true or whether round earth is true. Because these days you can never be quite sure, can you, really, with all the deceptive scientists trying to make money out of people believing their propaganda. And science, especially when you think about how scientists test things on animals like drugs and all kinds of other twisted stuff. Also that they can make a profit perfecting their drugs and products for human consumption further down the line. Why is it that I always have to get grit in my throat when I'm making these gaming videos, by the way? Maybe, well, when you think about it, it's probably because I talk more doing these videos than I do at any other time of the day. But I digress. Oh no, I think I jumped. Oh no, I jumped wrong there. So yeah, that's my first death. You can mark it and I didn't make any other saves either. But fortunately I haven't done much in the playthrough so far. But there you see just how lethal it is to make mistakes in this game if you don't throw down regular saves. So I'll drop all my items there, or the important ones anyway. And I think the only item I had just then that I hit that isn't there is the Sinclair Abuser mag, but there's also the matter of those extra 2 coins up above as well. So I'll go and collect them. And by the way, I'm not going to edit this out of the video, by the way. If I have to suffer through multiple tries in games, then you're going to do it as well. You're going to suffer along with me. And that's because I want to show you my tenacity when it comes to failing in games and then trying again and again and again. I'll be trying so much that you'll possibly end up getting sick of the constant repetitions at times when I fail repeatedly. But I think it's good to fail lots and keep trying over and over again, because it shows more strength of character than, say, a person who never gets tested, who does things perfectly all the time. I mean, often you find that with people like that, once things start going pear-shaped with them, they soon start getting angry and rage quitting. Whereas a person like me who fails lots and lots, isn't very fast, he isn't very quick to get frustrated and quit with something. I like to think that in that regard I'm like a non-tough, non-fighting version of Rocky, with how often Rocky would take beatings in his fights and yet still survive and come back and win in the end. It's a very admirable trait, that kind of resiliency and perseverance, I think. Anyway, I think that man, come to think of it, maybe the sword is useful for the grave on the other side of the water. But then again, it seems familiar that yeah, I think here is the sword that pierces through the shallow ground of that grave on the other side of the water, and it's possible a video camera might be valuable to that man, to that merchant across the water as well. So down into the watery depths we go again. But my OCD seems a bit better for this playthrough. Sometimes it can be quite infuriating, my OCD being worse on some days than others with no rhyme or reason for why it happens. Because some people will probably think of me as an irrational person in life. So I sometimes my gritty ticklishness in my throat near enough makes me feel sick. Especially when I start imagining bad things being in my throat causing the ticklishness. So let's give the camera to the man and see if it works. Yeah, that'll do nicely, thank you. Here's the boat you need, take it to the pier. Thank you, good sir. Can't remember what I was saying before my tickle started off. I'll drop the snorkel here and that's the sword, yeah. Dehydrated boat. I didn't know non-living things could I didn't know non-living things could get dehydrated. So there's the boat. Yes, makes me wonder if the key's used on the boat at all. I don't think it is, but who knows? We'll go and talk to the man again, because it seems familiar that he wants something else. I guess you'll be wanting them all to got one back here, but it'll cost you. Seems familiar. It's the bag of coins that we need in the mines on the other island in order to get the motor. So first off, I'm going to try cutting into that grave site there, because there's some dynamite down there that I noticed when I was watching the first part of this. Seems familiar as I need the bucket also, but I'll pick the sword up first, because I'm going to be using that first. Yeah. and we'll be using the bucket second. I don't think there's anything else we need down there, fortunately. So I'll try the sword. Yes, down we go. Warning, magic wall of water. Yeah, because if you go onto that left screen to the left, you're suddenly underwater, strangely enough, even though this room isn't flooded with water. The Smuggler's Cave, ingenious glass sword on gravestone lock, design and copyright Roger Infamous Pirate. I wonder if one day you'll write an autobiography telling us how he did that. Anyway, I'll drop this stuff here and reorganise myself. I'm sure that if I drop the snorkel in there, I'll die even in that shallow water as well. But I'd best save just because I progressed a fair bit. Just knowing my luck, I'll probably end up having this tickle all the way through the video. I'll try picking the bucket up again now. Maybe I've got to I'll try going further this way first and see if there's anything else, anything this way that'll give me any ideas. I think I remember this screen being fatal, like a lot of accidents are possible on it, but that could be some other version of the game I played. But anyway, it's good to get another coin. You know, you can do something with this. You know, you can do something with this barrel. Not sure what. Yeah. Tickle just won't stop. I'll try dropping the bucket in a shallow part in the water. No, it doesn't seem to have worked. I'll try dropping it somewhere else then. Yeah. Let me just change the order of my supplies again so that I don't drop the snorkel in the water. And I suppose it's typical I'd get this tickle. Typical to get this tickle while playing the game and not when I'm not playing, because that I'm sure that as soon as I stop playing this, the tickle will stop as well. But then again, if I took a break and then came back, the tickle would probably come back as well. That's the dynamite we need anyway. I don't know if that fish comes back when I don't know if that fish comes back when I go down there, so I'll save just in case it does and kills me. The jump button wouldn't work. One problem after another for me here, isn't it? I'll try. Try reload it, yeah. I think the jump will work this time. The fish has miraculously disappeared off the face of the earth. That kind of thing that sure comes in handy in the video game world. I think that tickles. I think that tickle's finally gone. So it seems yes. I think I filled the water under the bridge to the left. Can't remember how to get under there though. Maybe with that spade onto the right. How much time has passed now? Into recording. First though, it seems makes me think I might need the Bible and the gravestone there. But first I'll get the bag of money that's in the mine, yeah. Still got a rubber snorkel too, that's good. I don't think I can die when blowing up the mine to the left with the infrared detonator and the sticks of dynamite. Noticed the wrongly spelt dynamite at the top as well. That kind of thing was kind of typical of the Oliver twins in these early Dizzy games. After all, you can be an elite game programmer, but that doesn't mean you're going to be champion of the spelling bee, does it? But maybe they improved later on with the later Dizzy games, I can't remember. Can't really criticise someone for spelling when they make these great games, can you? Don't know if I dropped the detonator here or not, because I don't think I'll kill myself if I put the dynamite here with the detonator there. Yeah. So, yeah, there we go, with the silence explosion. And now we've got the bag of gold coins. I tell you, I'm a real trooper, mate, aren't I? Still coming up with legendary one-liners while my ticklish throat is killing me. Making me feel like I'm slowly dying of deprivation on an alien planet or something. And I don't want to cough outright either because it'd probably kill the ears of people wearing headphones, so oh yeah, let me just check how much time's passed now. 25 minutes. Another 5 minutes to go, and then this pause will be over, and hopefully my throat will be better next time, Seems to be improving now though as well. I'll leave the bucket there because it's needed on this island, I think. Yeah, I think my tickle's finally better now. Yeah, typical with just 5 minutes left. I mean, I was probably coughing and spluttering for most of this. It'll be the axe what cuts through the bridge, won't it? I can be slow sometimes, I know. Especially when you think I've completed this game a few times in the past as well. It must be because it's hard as a game when you're talking at the same time constantly as well, because you can't really think at the same when you're constantly talking. At least I can't anyway. I must be mentally slow or something. So, pick up the axe first, and I don't think there's anything else I needed. But then again, it seems familiar there's something else I left off screen that I might be needing as well. Yeah, I think I need to take the Bible underwater, because if I don't, I think you mysteriously die. Without the Bible under the water. So, take all 3 items. Yeah, I've got, so, down we go. Yeah, I, have a kind of, grumbly, throat most of the time. Sometimes it sounds like waking, snoring almost, I think. So, maybe that has something to do with my tickly throat right now. Not sure, really. Don't think there's anything fatal down here. You only need the Bible once under here, and then you can come down other times, and it might be safe. I'm not sure. Yeah, I knew that grave had something to do with the storyline. So I'll save, and we'll see if I can go under there without the Bible, without dying. Maybe when I come up, maybe when I come up through the grave without it, I'll die, but no way to know really, so until you try. Oh, we're getting close to the half-hour mark now. And then I can give myself a pat on the back for managing to complete this video. Oh, so it's never safe to go under there without the Bible, because I was hit by lightning. So, Just gonna reload and take the Bible, as well as and collect that chest, which we obviously need. The cursed treasure. Let's see. So we need to get above ground with the Bible when we're carrying the cursed treasure. Then, when we come up without the cursed treasure, we won't need the Bible underwater with us anymore. So, I've got a cursed treasure now, and I'm guessing the time must be nearly up with this video. So let me just check. Yeah, 31 minutes. So I'll save the game here, and I'll save the game here, and that'll be the end of this video. With 24 coins, making good progress. Maybe I'll finish the game with the next part. So goodbye everyone, and goodbye from Dizzy too. See you all next time. Goodbye.